motion. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let it go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. The Rebels will move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide-open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Red pass hits complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. There was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw at Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. From their own 30-yard line. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Alexander. Oh, a lot of space. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strickland. Wide open spaces. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm here.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Rebels are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Alexander. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. He's got it, 1st down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll send the back in motion. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Tate.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? QB draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. With the catch, it's Tate. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. From the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Direct snap. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll go with a direct snap. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's
trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got the quick pass. There he goes! And he's out of bounds after after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Sets up the screen. Got a little space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it. Well, that clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the screen.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught in the backfield. It's dribbling. Turning it on. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got it behind the line. It's right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He gets the clock stopped. Goes out of bounds with 25 ticks to go. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Just picked up 3 yards, but he did get out of bounds to try to save every precious second. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going for 6. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a 1-possession game late. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.